Hello, Bucks fans. This is Real Bucks Talk back again with another video. And today I want to look at a interesting free agent target that the Buccaneers could go after. As everyone knows with the roster and the way it's shaping up, we could use another pass rusher as always. And that's the case for a lot of teams out there, right? It's about getting to the quarterback. It's about protecting your quarterback. That is huge in today's game, right? So I'm looking at, and this was very interesting. This article came out today by Brad Spielberger of PFF, and he put Dorance Armstrong from the Dallas Cowboys as a potential fit with us. He mentions, he would just add more speed off the edge. Just another talent to put with, Yaya Diaby, Kalijah Cansey, Vita Vea, and others. Obviously, Shaq Barrett is in question this offseason. He could be let go. And, add in this guy who could come relatively, decent price tag for a free agent pass rusher that has been pretty productive over the last 2 seasons, has about 16 sacks over the last 2 years, really good in pressures, as you see there. But just good athlete, knows how to get after the quarterback, and that's something that the Buccaneers desperately need, especially just winning up front with four. I think is very important. So, and they have him ranked here at 85. As one of the top edge rushers in this class for free agency. And again, he's been doing a really good job, 11% in pressure rate, which is really good. Can line up inside or outside. He's got really long arms, almost 35-inch arm length. So that's really good. So he's got a very good combination of moves, and you can see his PFF grade was pretty good last year, 69.6. Can get moved in the run game a little bit, but I think Todd Bowles and his defense has learned how to, deal with that as far as, they picked Kalijah Cansey last year because guess what? He can get after the quarterback. And I think that's very important when you look at, adding a potential free agent in Dorance Armstrong. I think that would be, a very strong move if they went after him. The only problem is he also puts the Washington Commanders on this list. And obviously there's a connection there with Dan Quinn. And also they can probably pay him more than the Buccaneers can because Bucs, I mean, for their free agency is mainly going to be re-signing your own guys, but I do like this as a potential target because, in this offseason, I think the free agent class for edge is pretty strong. And I think where the Bucs are picking, they're probably not going to get a top end edge rusher at 26. So it might be better if you are moving on from Shaq Barrett to add a potential free agent like a Dorance Armstrong and give you a guy that can get after the quarterback more consistently, and you let your other guys grow as far as Marquise Watts and Yaya Diaby, Anthony Nelson as your, rotational backup as well. I think that would be a strong move, and I think it'd be a lot of fun. I mean, you look at his stats last year, again, 7.5 sacks, and this is as a rotational player. So, I mean, if he becomes and gets those increased snaps as a starter, maybe those numbers go up, maybe it goes down. But again, I think adding a player like him, 6'4", 255, good size, good athletic ability where he can play in this scheme, drop back into coverage, rush the passer, do all those things that, Todd Bowles ask of his edge defenders. I think it would be a strong fit. And also he's worked with George Edwards, who is the outside linebackers coach right now. So I think there's, a good relationship there in the making and could be a potential target for the Buccaneers. It just comes down to price. I mean, you see him here. He's going to rush from the inside. I mean, he's got a lot of ability, so he can get after the quarterback from multiple ways. Here, he's going to rush, from the outside. Does a great job of just bending the corner there. So I think he would be a great fit to put with this young Buccaneers pass rush. He's only 26 years old, so again, prime free agent to go after, and definitely could help this team defensively, where that's probably the biggest weakness. Looking at the defense, just consistency with the pass rush, only rushing four. I think that was definitely a factor in the game against Detroit where we really couldn't pressure Jared Goff enough. And that's something that I think they're going to try to hopefully improve this offseason. But yeah, I like this target. I think it would be a lot of fun to add someone like this. So, with that said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit that like button, comment down below your thoughts. Do you think Dorance Armstrong from the Cowboys could be a potential target for the Buccaneers? Do you think it makes sense to go after an edge rusher like this in free agency and maybe sign him to a decent contract where it's reasonable, and you bring in a guy that could definitely help your depth and add, starting potential, and also a guy that maybe has more upside in him if he gets more reps. So, with that said, hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know what you guys think. And with that said, until the next one.